Hello everybody, welcome to episode 5 of Stadium Spotlight. This is a show where we look at different unique stadiums in the show 24, and today we are looking at 5 different stadiums here in Stadium Creator. If y'all enjoyed the series and you want more, then please consider liking and subscribing. If you have your own stadium you want me to look at, make sure to put your online ID and the name of the stadium in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check it out. The first stadium we're going to be looking at today is Grandview Park. Down the left field line is 375. To dead center field is 400 with 406 in left center field. And then down the right field line is 360. So from the distances of the fences, it is definitely a pitcher's park. No Mickey Mouse home runs in this stadium. Now I gotta say, what a beautiful stadium this is. Behind home plate, we have 4 decks of seats. So we have the main section, we got a suite level, and we got 2 upper decks. We also got lights above the nosebleeds. To right field, we have, I guess, 4 decks of seats as well. The main concourse level kind of pokes into fair territory. I think that's kind of funny. But we have the main section down here, a bunch of wooden seats, and we got some bushes and waterfalls. It looks really cool. Above it, we got the suite level. It continues into right field. And then I don't know if I count this as one single deck or 2 separate decks, but we got some more seating in the third deck. And above all the seating, we do have a jumbotron with some out-of-town scoreboards, and in the name of the team, the Utah Talons. And we also got a groundskeeper hole down the right field line. To dead center field, we have the Rangers Hill batter's eye. To the right of it, we got an eagle statue, and above it we have a concourse level. And then looking over the entire field, we have a huge jumbotron with the name Grandview Park. On this concourse level, we have some trees, some bars, and I don't know how he added these people. Can you add people now? Oh, you can! I didn't know that. To left center field, we have some more seating, more waterfalls, kind of a reflection of right field, just a little smaller. Concourse level continues. And into left field, we have 3 decks of seats. We have the main section again, the suite level, and then the third deck. And then down the left field line, right behind the fence, we do have a camera well. And here's what the outside of the stadium looks like. It looks so cool, and the view of the stadium is awesome. And here's what the stadium looks like from the water. We got some escalators going onto the second deck, so this part is separated right here, the first and second deck. Here's what the stadium looks like from above, and here's what it looks like at night. For our next stadium, we were at Bay Park. Down the left field line is 330. To dead center field is 415 with 417 in right center field, and then down the right field line is 340. So I would say this is more of a pitcher's park. Behind home plate, we have 3 decks of seats. These wrap all the way around foul territory and a little bit into fair territory down the left field line. So in right field, we got the Rhino deck. We have 2 decks of seating in right field or standing room. And this kind of reminds me of a reverse Crawford boxes that you'll see in Minute Maid. Actually reminds me more of Baltimore now, just because it like jets out and then comes back in near the bullpens. And we got an out-of-town scoreboard on this concourse level. To right center field, we have a batting cage with some patio seats and a pool. And beyond that, we have a church just right next to a baseball stadium. To dead center field, we have the Blackwood Slates batter's eye. And then behind the batter's eye, we have a jumbotron, maybe for people up here on the concourse level able to watch it, because the batter's eye does block the view of the game. But behind the batter's eye, we do have a little lake or a pond for these boats to go around. Maybe they're like home run celebrations. The boats will move around when they hit a home run. Beyond that, we have a concourse level connecting right and left field. To left field, we have 2 decks of seats in fair territory. We have the first and second, but the second just for a little bit. We have this large section that's divided by this water fountain and some bushes. We have 3 layers of standing room, unless this one I don't think you can get access to, but this also connects to the concourse level. We have some more concessions and team stores, and above the concourse level we have a huge jumbotron. And then outside the stadium, it is surrounded by a huge ocean. We have a boating dock to right field. We have a huge cruise ship in right center field, and then overlooking the stadium to dead center field, we have a huge arch that's on this sand dune. And you're going to love this view when you're actually playing at this stadium. Here's what the stadium looks like from above. And here's what it looks like at night. The next stadium we're going to be looking at is Ozark Mountain. Down the left field line, it is 330. To dead center field, it is 415 with 417 in left center field. And then down the right field line, it is 330 as well. So again, a very deep center field, just like the last stadium. 417 again. You're going to have to get a hold of them to get them out at center field. Behind home plate, we have 3 decks of seats with the main concourse extending all the way to right and left field. To right field, as I mentioned before, the main concourse extends out to right field. And to the back of the section, we have a concourse level. To right center field, we have some steps leading up to some bushes and then some clubhouses. To dead center field, we have the Cardinal Hill Batter's Eye. Behind it, we have this interesting addition to the stadium. It's like a circular base to this monument. At the top of it, we have a Jumbotron, kind of reminds me of the Royal scoreboard. To right of it, we have a goat statue, and to the left, we get some advertisement. To left center field, we get some more steps, this time leading up to a water fountain. To the back of this waterfall, we have a scoreboard. Above it, we have the Show Generations Field. And into left field, the first deck again extends into fair territory. To the back of this, we have a home run party deck. And we got some advertisements and light fixtures above it. And then beyond the stadium, we have a forest with some hills surrounding the stadium. This is what it looks like from above. And here's what it looks like at night. And for our throwback stadium of the episode, we were at Ethers Park 2.0. And this stadium was created by Gideon Brown. Down the left field line is 320. To dead center field is 400, but it's also 403 and 404 to left center and right center. And just like left field, down the right field line is 320. Not much going on behind the plate. We have 2 decks of seats that wraps around the entire foul territory. And this isn't the impressive part of the stadium, it's the backdrop. Oh my goodness. This has been one of the stadiums that stood out to me these last 3 years of doing the show. I mean, just look at that. It is so cool to look at, and especially when you're playing there, it looks so much better. So right field, we got some hotels, and it's right next to this reflection pond. There's also one on the left side as well. We got buildings on each side of the staircases heading up to this giant monument. We got a Hall of Fame memorial with some statues of players, an eagle, and then a tower, I guess. But it just looks so cool, and it's all underneath these arches. And when you're playing at night, this thing looks so cool. And on the left side, we got another reflection pool. And next to it, we got a building overlooking it with the stadium name above it. And this whole area is surrounded by canyon rocks, as you can see. And into right and left field, we have large concourse areas, just with a bunch of bars and concessions. And one thing you should know before playing the stadium is I keep trying to save changes, but it keeps giving me this warning that unable to save due to batter's eyes receiving too much light. What? I've never seen this error ever. And so I've been like trying to different batter's eye, it's still saying that. So even if I put a stadium up in the sky and it's blocking the sun, it still gives me the warning. So I don't know if any of y'all go and try to download the stadium and y'all able to successfully save it, then please put in the comments below so other people can know, because that's so weird and really sad because I really like the stadium. Here's what the stadium looks like from above, and here's what it looks like at night. For the final stadium of today, we were at TWR Moonshot Field. Down the left field line, it is 300. To dead center field, it is 390. And then down the right field line, it is 300. So compared to the other stadiums in this video, this stadium is definitely a hitter's ballpark. Behind home plate, we have 5 decks of seats. We got the main level, a club level, a suite level, and then 2 decks of nosebleed seating. 52,000 seat capacity for this stadium. So right field, up against a fence, we got some seating. Only 300 feet, so these fans are going to be getting a lot of home runs. Beyond the seating, we got a huge concourse level. We got some bars, some concession stands. On top of this bar, we have some more seating and a Jumbotron above it. To right center field, we have what looks like a building. Don't know what this building's for. It could be just office space and stuff like that. And above this concourse level, we have 3 decks of suites. Only 2 closer to the foul pole, but once you get to right center field, they add another suite level. So technically, there are 7 different levels of seating in the stadium, just 5 at a time behind home plate. To dead center field, we have the Big City Tiers batter's eye. Not much going on behind it, maybe a couple bars. But we have a huge Jumbotron right above it, overlooking the stadium. And in left field, kind of replicates what's in right field. We got some seating up against the fence down the left field line. Got a Hall of Fame monument, got some trees, some bars, some concessions. It kind of reminds me of American Family Field with that restaurant in left field. And overlooking all that, we have a huge Jumbotron. And we got some retired numbers up here above the Jumbotron. And in left field, we have a really cool section. No seating except for the main concourse, but it seems to be like a press box kind of area. But we have a bunch of statues on top of it. Right below the roof, we have another suite level. So that's 8 different levels of seating in this stadium. And the roofing to the stadium is quite unique. Here's what it looks like. Here's what the stadium looks like from above. And here's what it looks like at night. And that's pretty much it for the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, all the stadium information for all 5 stadiums will be in the description as always, so you can check them out for yourself. If you enjoyed the series and you want more, then please consider liking and subscribing. If you have your own stadium you want me to look at, make sure to put your online ID and the name of the stadium in the comments below, and I'll be sure to check it out. And with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.
Drill